have advised millions of people and was called the best advice giver of the year. You hear and all of you. Congrats, genius! No one cares about your ego, and I do not need your advice, you think. Every advice and opinion is just noise if you did not decide to make a change.
Opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. Was so a great mind once said. And somehow, a lot of people have an opinion on how you should act, work, and what decisions to take in order to live a good life. And there is always someone who believes you are not good enough, no matter how hard you try.
And they are right. Well, you probably think that not all the advice you get is good, and you know better. Giving and receiving advice is something we all struggle with, and judging what to take and what to drop can make the difference between a fulfilled life and life in your granny's basement at 40 because your mom kicked you out 5 years ago.
Growing from helpless baby to at least mildly functioning adult requires a more experienced human around to teach you the set of rules the world has built since way before you were born.
Your parents teach you to walk when you are an infant. Your older siblings or friends are introducing you to great music and might help you with your high school homework or just plainly tell you that constantly sticking your finger in your nose will definitely make you unattractive to the opposite sex.
However, there are a lot of moments when you get unsolicited advice that does not fit you, is confusing, or is infuriating for its obvious stupidity. Now there are nuances to this. If you drink beer for breakfast and clock hundreds of hours a month collecting every single item and completing every single achievement in a video game, then your parents are probably right to tell you that you shouldn't ask them for rent money when you are 35. They are most likely correct, and small improvements like finding a job and cutting down on the booze might improve your life tremendously.
But maybe you are more or less responsible and drink only to be less shy, on a date, like most of us do. And you are trying to figure out a way to make better decisions for yourself and overcome the doubts that come when outside helpers tell you something different. Fundamentally, your decisions are taken because of a set of values you hold dear in life, your own moral compass, your judgment of what is right or wrong, and all things you want to get for yourself.
If you're the kind of person who values freedom to travel and independence, and you hate working for a boss with below average intelligence and a mean temper, then you will likely dismiss your parents' advice to settle down, find a stable job, and to stop speaking your mind so bluntly to authority figures. Your instincts might be right if you decided not to live the same constrained life your parents did. But you should keep in mind that your value set was inculcated by your family, inadvertently or not. Maybe they don't want you to give up traveling. They want you to have your own home. Maybe they don't want you to kiss your boss's ass, but they want to be sure that your future is provided for. So their advice is bad, but their intention is good.
And money may not be able to buy happiness, but it can buy freedom. Freedom from your parents' advice and freedom to travel as you actually dreamt about. And this freedom can make you very satisfied. So yes, money plays a little part in making you slightly happier and saves you from unnecessary advice.
Or let's imagine this situation. You've been dating someone for a few months and things are getting serious, but there are still so many things you don't know about each other. And as you spend more time together, you see more things that you don't like enjoying shopping too much, or listening to music you hate, or they celebrate their dog's birthday and are demanding presents from you. They are also kind of boring in long conversations, but the short ones that end in the bedroom work pretty well. So there are many good qualities that you like. They look nice, they are neat and organized, they have a plan for their future, and they are great in bed.
So when you start talking about moving in together, you're given a set of rules and a list of things you should change if you want this to go further. They tell you that you don't know how to dress, so you should dress how they tell you. That you should earn more money because they are accustomed to a certain lifestyle. And that damn dog that slobbers and farts every time it takes a breath will sleep with you in bed every night, and you will sleep on the floor on its birthday.
And maybe they are right, because they seem to have their life together. Also, they might genuinely want you to improve, and you can try to get over the things that you don't like for the sake of a long-term relationship. But what does your moral compass tell you? Do you really think that these changes will improve your life? Are you willing to live with someone who makes you feel inadequate? More importantly, does this person ask you to change for your own good or only for their own selfish reasons? And what if their dog means much more to them than you do?
Common wisdom says that your instinct will guide you to make a good choice. But the world is full of people who have crappy lives because they followed their instincts. What your gut tells you might be helpful, but emotional decisions, especially in moments of stress, can lead you to a harmful choice. Although your instincts can give you a clue about what you want, it is better to test them with your values and ask questions in order to make the decision that you actually need.
Too much of our lives is dedicated to listening to useless advice that keeps us busy and takes our time away from thinking, what do I really feel? Learning to understand yourself and the world around you is no doubt one of the most important things in life, helping you to figure out which advice to follow. Your friends, family, partner, or just stick with your gut and values.
And if you study something long enough, you will eventually master that skill and will be able to apply it without outside influence. So ask yourself in any situation, how much does the person advising me care about my well-being? And if I follow that advice, how will my life change? If it is well-intentioned, but I don't like where it leads, is there a way to apply it so it respects my values?
And if by any chance you are the one who enjoys giving advice, take a breath and think if the person you want to give it to really needs to hear it from you and now.